Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the It's Pizza Time podcast. I'm your host, iNDiGO. Today I'm joined by a very special guest, Bavi.
Yo, what's poppin', dudes?
We're gaming out here. So I guess for people who don't know who or what Bavi is, would you care to give a little bit of a summary of who you are, what you do, all that good shit?
So, hi, people of the internet. My name's Bavi. I make dubstep of all sorts and kinds. And I live in Florida. Been here my full life. I am Indian. And, yeah, I guess that's good. Yeah?
Yeah, that's solid. That's a solid explanation. Yeah. Just let's dox yourself now, so get that out of the way. Yeah, you wanna give your address out?
Yeah, dude, it's 123 Pizza Time Boulevard.
Oh shit, bro. I asked for him to dox himself. He ends up doxing me. That's crazy.
Reverse.
Holy shit, reverse doxing.
Reverse.
Yeah, fucking. So, yeah, fuck it. I guess I'll jump right into the precursor question, being like, what it is, what the show's about, being, what is your favorite kind of pizza?
Well, I like to say my favorite kind has a couple ranks because I'm picky with pizza.
All right.
Unfortunately, I couldn't get Domino's because that's my main go-to. So I got Little Caesars with me right next to me. I got Little Caesars. But I would say Domino's is like second, and in first place, it's got to be like New York pizza because when I went there, it slapped so good to the point where I really really miss it.
New York style pizza, you can't beat it.
You can't even remake it almost. Like down here, you can't get that type of quality pizza because it's not over flooded with cheese. You know, it's actually cooked so well and oh, I miss it. I miss it. So good.
All right, what about toppings wise?
Toppings?
Yeah, your favorite go-to style.
I would some days I'm feeling pepperoni, but not too much. I'd say I do like buffalo chicken just because I do like spicy foods.
Buffalo chicken is pretty swag.
Yeah, dude. Add really good spice to it. Plus it's chicken. So it's you can never go wrong with chicken.
True.
It's so good.
Fucking yeah. You were so I don't think any obviously this is an audio episode, so people can't really see, but Bavi is the first person in history to bring actual pizza onto the podcast and eat it while being interviewed. Huh?
I turn my video on and eat it, and that could just be included in an Instagram story or something.
Just take a video of it and send it to me, and I'll put it in the Esmond will put it in right when you're doing it.
Oh boy! All right. I don't know how to do this while I'm on Discord because I use my phone as a mic.
Oh shit!
I guess I'll just I'll eat a pizza right now and then eat another pizza when I record it. So let's get myself a slice of rooney right here. I haven't even got a slice yet. So let me get this. Oh, it's hot. It's busting. All right. Cheers on the pizza.
Let's go. Get some ASMR shit for the podcast, boys. Let's do it. Okay. All right. Jesus Christ. Hopefully that was enjoyable for everybody listening. If you're, I hope if you're listening to headphones, you're not dying, and if you're listening to this in your car or something, that your speakers didn't die.
I think everybody most definitely is going to tune out after hearing that.
I could imagine. That was.
People are gonna tune out after hearing that.
Mm, yeah, I'm not. Unfortunately, I'm not eating pizza right now, which is, sacrilege. But fucking, if I could have gotten pizza, I totally would have. Fucking.
What type of
Hmm?
what type of pizza? That's the question.
Dude, I don't know, man. It's like I have a favorite kind, but they only serve it at like one specific like restaurant, and it's like kind of like out of the way for me. So I don't know how, they can't deliver it here. So it's kind of like rip.
Oh, so you have to go there in person and get it?
Mm. I don't think I've been there in like a year because of like quarantine.
Oh yeah, it's been tough with that.
Facts.
Fortunately though, like with quarantine and stuff, it does like because you're spending so much time alone.
Mm.
It's kind of good too because you're able to like sit down by yourself, kind of reflect on where your life's at the moment and how you feel like you're doing in terms of everything. Self-reflect on all those aspects and then come back to it. Be like, okay, when this stuff's over, here's what I could do better because I reflected on it, I thought about it, and you also have like more time to work on music and stuff. If you produce and stuff.
You
Or
speaking
just
from
anything.
experience?
Hmm?
Speaking from experience?
Yeah, I spent most of this quarantine working on a whole lot of weird, different stuff.
Mm.
I don't know, but same goes for like any hobby. Like if you're like the amount of time that you have off, you just spend time reflecting on it, doing better, spending time to improve it.
True.
It's like the unknown gift we never knew we needed. It does suck at the end of the day because like you are
Oh
stuck at
yeah.
home, you can't see anything
Yeah,
like
you're
that.
you're,
But
you're stuck at home and people are dying, so like that sucks. But
yeah,
there are
yeah,
like there are a couple. I can agree with that. There have been like a couple of things like I've benefited from like the isolation. I mean like this podcast wouldn't exist without it. So like
there you go.
that's a win. Probably. Is it really a win? Actually, I feel like it's a loss for a lot of people.
I can tell you right now, for me, it's a win because I would not be eating pizza right now if I wasn't on the podcast.
You know what? That's a
Because
very fair point. I should have thought about that.
I have a strict diet that doesn't involve me eating pizza unless I go a full week worth of workouts, which I didn't even do leg day, which was supposed to be today, but I have to do the podcast. So I was like, all right, it's like I'm just going to eat pizza for this specifically and then hate myself for the next week because I'm going to look down at the scale and be like, yep, that was a bad decision. And then, do whatever to get rid of it. But yeah.
You wanna make yourself feel better when you're working out. Then what you gotta do is before you start working out, like hold on, eat before you start working out, and then weigh yourself after you eat, and then work out, then take a shit, and then weigh yourself. You'll feel better because it will be a lot less. That's just brain power.
So the thing is, yeah, like eating before working out is really good, actually, because like sometimes I haven't ate before working out, and you're weaker like when you want to work out. But if you eat before, like you get a lot of like good protein in and stuff.
You need the salads, bro.
Include certain types of salads, certain types. Like you can't just like full stand on like a what's that? Like it's the most generic salad there is
Caesar.
out there. I can't think of it. There you go. Yeah, Caesar. I have a little Caesar's pizza.
Caesar is like 90% dressing, so it's like it's literally
there's
like
so much.
might as well just
There's
be
so much
soup with some leaves floating around in it.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, like eating before, you get like a little like you have more strength because you're all that extra protein that you're eating, and if you're eating carbs and stuff, that also goes into your muscle, and then. Sorry, I had a Pepsi with this, so now I have the burps. But when you have that too with the broccoli and stuff, like it feeds into your muscle when you're working out, and then afterwards, like you get that meal in right after, and you're like, you feel it, like your muscles are like being fed with all the stuff they lost.
I would not know. I don't exercise.
Yeah, it's just fun. This is also something I picked up during quarantine is working out because I used to be a pretty fat boy, and trying to turn that around. which so far is going good.
Well, that's good. That's good to hear that you're like, taking the time to like fucking improve on things that you're like dissatisfied with.
Yeah, it feels a lot better too. Like,
I'm
because
just
I've always wanted
I'm
to
just
have,
a
like,
lazy fuck, so like I can never like do it. I feel like I would work out. Like if I ever worked out, it would be like I'd start and like 15 minutes and I'd be like, I'm tired. I'm gonna go home, and then I don't work out for another like 3 years.
the funny thing is my workouts actually take like 30 minutes or 40 minutes on certain days.
Hmm.
Like yesterday, I worked on my shoulders. That only took me like 30 minutes because I do supersets. So I'm like doing one workout, then another one right after, and then a 30-second break. And it's like I'm doing that for 4 times, and then I move on to like 2 different workouts.
Damn.
So like you're knocking out time faster, and it also just it like builds or it's good for like getting bigger faster, I guess, if that makes sense.
Fucking workout tips with Bavi.
Yeah.
And I'm not paying attention at all. I'm eating fucking corn dogs.
I just popped in a cheesy bread.
Dude, let's go. This will probably be the most lax episode of the podcast, I think, ever. And I'm like completely fine with that. Like,
Yeah, we're just
we're just chilling. It's honestly we're just right now we're just two guys having lunch together.
pretty much, yeah, lunch on Pizza Time podcast.
It's kind of
It's
good.
vibing.
It's a vibe, yeah. Fucking, but I got a job recently working at Cold Stone because I just wanted some spare money, and like the amount of shit that like this Cold Stone goes through regularly is honestly very surprising. Like we were robbed the other day.
What?
Yeah, fucking like I like maybe it was like a few minutes after like the last person had like clocked out and left and locked up. Like literally like 3 minutes after some dude broke through the glass front door.
Oh my.
So like shattered it, and then like so there wasn't a door for a while. We had to use like a cardboard fucking thing. And then fucking I guess like he thought like, oh, yeah, I broke the door. I don't think I should break anything else. So he didn't try to break open the register. He just took the register, like the entire register.
God.
But obviously I don't think he knew this, but we put all of the money, like the tray from the register, like in a safe at night. So he literally stole a register with nothing in it. He wasn't wearing a mask either, so his face is all over the security footage. And it's like, dude, fucked up, man. Like, dog went in, stole nothing, and is gonna be like reprimanded for it. That's fucked.
You working when this happened, or was this like?
No, this was like right after like we left.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Fucking, yeah, and then we just didn't have, so it was like the most inconvenient shit ever because like we just didn't have a register for like a week. It's like fucking, it's the worst when you're having like to deal with like credit cards and shit because you're like, what am I supposed to do?
Because there's
Yeah, there was literally like fucking nothing, and you're just like, okay, cool.
this dude stole a register. All right, that's pretty cool, bro. You enjoyed coming back or going home with just a big metal box. Don't know what you're gonna do with it, but
Dude, and like he had to like break it open, right? So he can't like just pawn it off as like, oh yeah, register. Like he can't like sell the register because he's got to break it to open it.
he's got to get the Discord mod banhammer to open it.
Bro,
It's the only method of opening it.
dude, the Discord mod banhammered means nothing. I don't think it means anything, to be honest.
Don't let Discord mods hear you say that, dude. They're gonna come for your head.
Bro, yo, EHQ, come at me. Come at me, guys. I'm turning on the team. This is a mutiny.
They're about to come in and then like, oh, they're gonna bring in like a fucking water gun. Hold you.
They're gonna fire me because I said that.
They're gonna come in at gunpoint, ask you, hey, dude, I want 25 gummies, the heads only the gummy bear heads right now. Put it in the bag.
God, that'd be dude, I would just be like, shoot me, like right now. I don't want to do that.
If I worked at Cold Stone, that like brought a water gun and threatened me to put like 25 gummy bear, just the heads in the bag, I think that would make my day.
Dude, there's a lot of like weird shit that you realize like once you work in like food business, like food. If you work in like, I guess I don't want to say like fast food, but if you work in a place that like you can customize something, whatever you're ordering, you realize just how like weird some people's orders are.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like when I worked in pizza, like there were a couple people that ordered like fucking like, I'm personally not a huge fan of anchovies. But like I don't get when people want like anchovies in like with the barbecue sauce instead of like marinara. Like that was weird for me, like fucking having like, like the barbecue chicken base but like the fucking anchovies instead of chicken.
That's pretty weird.
That's pretty whack.
Taste combo sounds. I've never had anchovies before.
Yeah. And then like a Cold Stone, like it's fucking like I would sometimes get like fucking cotton candy and like coffee ice cream mixed with like
Ew.
fucking I think it's like, and it was like gummy bears and almonds. I think their order was with it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's like polar opposites. I don't know. Maybe it's like it cancels itself out and it tastes like, I don't know, vanilla.
Some people might just be born to eat really bad tasting food.
Dude, like it's both like I'm like questioning. It's like, hey, are you all right? But then it's also like props to them if they're able to eat this and enjoy it. Like that's got like, you got to have some pretty banging taste buds to do that.
That's what I feel about people that get pineapple on their pizza.
Like I can kind of understand it because it's like the sweet and savory thing. But it's like, for me, it's a texture thing. I really don't like the texture of it. Like, because it's like this weird, yeah, because the texture of pineapple, right? It doesn't really fit with like pizza dough. That's like,
Pizza dough is soft and pineapples are kind of more like stiff.
Yeah, it's like,
it's
yeah. When you, with a dough, it's like it's kind of like chewy. Like you kind of like chew through it like evenly, but with like pineapple, you're like applying pressure and then it just kind of snaps, but then breaks through. If that makes sense.
This is why it's better if you get like a pineapple and just put pizza around it. Because if you're gonna get like pineapple and pizza, might as well do it the right way. Don't put pineapples on the pizza. Just get a full pineapple and wrap a pizza around it. So you have like a pineapple pizza, but it's a pizza pineapple.
What did you just say? I want you to repeat that for me because I'm still like trying to decipher the meaning of that.
I think my brain died for like 20 seconds. What I was trying to say is if you cut up a pineapple, right? That's how you put it on a pizza, like the standard way. Okay, you just cut up pineapples on a piece of pizza. Uh-huh. If you're gonna do that, like if one of those people that gets pineapples on their pizza, I guess what I was trying to go is if I worked in pizza and someone ordered that from me, I think I would actually just get like a full pineapple and just wrap the pizza around it and throw it in the bag and just say, all right, here you go, bud. Because I think that's the only valid way to eat it. Because you shouldn't eat it. Yeah. My brain definitely just died.
Yeah, I can tell. That was like, I'm still like, I think I know what you're meaning, but like,
I'm going to eat a cheese bread and hopefully that wakes my brain up.
Hopefully. we'll see how that goes. Um, yeah, it's like, but then again, it's like, to each their own. I think it's like I don't really get upset with anybody for like having. I don't get why people get upset when people have like, I guess, weird tastes, because it's like it's not really anything that people should be. I guess that's like the last thing people should really be giving a shit about. It's like,
Yeah.
so what? Um, but like I've had people fucking like go ballistic when like fucking they see somebody with like either pineapple on their pizza or somebody who eats pizza with like ranch. Um,
Ew, what?
I don't know. You didn't know that that's a thing?
Not
People
with ranch.
No, people do that. Yeah.
That's like some Alabama type of shit.
No, people like at least out here people like it's actually kind of common.
Oh
It's
no.
like it's weirdly common. Yeah. They like if you get Domino's like sometimes they'll just have like ranch included like in a cup.
Oh, that's because Domino's. That's one thing I like about Domino's a lot is that their crusts, unlike any other pizza place, like their crusts are actually edible.
They got like
They taste.
they got like the garlic shit on it, which makes it really good.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of swag. Um, but yeah, it's like I know a guy. Like if he's listening to this, like he knows exactly who he is. If he hears this, um, like he eats his pizza with ranch, but he does it in like the weirdest way I have ever seen. Um, he takes the slice of pizza, right, and it's like usually it's like New York style pizza, so it's like thin. But he takes like the tip of it and rolls it up towards the crust. So it's like a fucking taquito looking bitch. Like it's like a tube now. And then dips it sideways into the ranch and then eats it from the side.
I don't know why, but I kind of respect that.
It's like he made a cigar out of the pizza and then fucking yeah.
All right, I don't have any dipping sauce, but I'm gonna try rolling my pizza like that. Right.
You want some dipping sauce? I don't know why, but I have a fuck ton of like barbecue sauce packets on my desk right now.
Bro, if you could just like throw it with like a Babe Ruth type of arm, I will try to like open my window and catch it.
Dude, I don't know if I can throw a a
It's
Carl's
halfway across.
Jr. sweet and bold barbecue sauce pack all the way to Florida.
It's only across the country. I think you can do it.
Dog, you know what? Like, can we agree that like there's not much good about Carl's Jr., but there's only like one good menu item, I think. There's
I've
a
never had
single
Carl's Jr.
It's like it's not that great, but there's a single good menu item being like the Western cheeseburger. That shit is like that shit slaps.
Cheeseburgers fucking slap. They're my favorite American food.
Mm.
Cheeseburgers.
That's a that's like a
I love.
it's very interesting like when you think about typical American cuisine is like hamburgers and hot dogs. You don't really think about like what else is like I guess traditionally American. Is there like anything else?
We just have burgers. I feel like that's like the main thing because like
Because I feel like
Italy and
I feel like there's food that's like specific to like certain states, but like nothing that's specific like to the whole United States. Besides burgers and hot dogs.
mm-hmm.
Because it's like I know that there's like gumbo and shit, and that's like Louisiana or like even more specific like maybe New Orleans, but like that's that's like specific to them. It's not like a U.S. thing.
Louisiana crawfish broil. I don't know if they do crawfish broils anywhere else, but they might. But I don't know if that's like originated in America or not. But I have a gut feeling it is.
Maybe, who
I have a,
knows? I have a friend who lives out there, so I can ask them. Maybe they know more about the history of their state. Fucking all right. You wanna, huh?
there was
Or
a promo that they had for Godzilla on with pizza that I never ended up doing. It was with Papa John's, I think. And they had like Godzilla being this really nice pizza, and then Kong was like this pizza.
was that before or after Papa John's meltdown?
When was? Oh, that. I think this was like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Well, then after.
Yeah,
Yeah. I still haven't seen Monkey Lizard movie.
you're slacking. You have to watch it.
I don't, dude. I'm not like. I like kaiju movies, but I feel like that one was just more so a cash grab. If
Well,
can you at least see like my why I would think that?
because it's pitching to the biggest kaiju's against each other, right?
I mean, kind of, but it's like Batman vs Superman, and it's like that was like it was hyped and it wasn't that good. So it's like I can't really. It's like hard for me
Well,
to think like blank versus blank unless it's like Alien versus Predator. You know what I mean?
yeah. The plus side for this movie is that like they didn't like they had a clear, definitive winner in it, but they still like. I don't want to spoil it for you because you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. Well,
But
if it's like I
they,
don't really care, but anybody listening might. So like,
I don't know. It's been out for like 2 weeks. There's definitely like some torrent website you could have gone on to go watch it or something by now.
yeah,
I feel
probably.
like. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go with it.
Oh,
Um,
you're gonna spoil. Okay, for everybody who doesn't want to hear spoilers for Big Monkey versus Big Lizard, skip to skip like 2 minutes from now. I can't give you an exact timestamp, but fuck you. Um.
so
All right. Yeah.
wait, hold up. I got beep this. Oh God. All right.
Nice.
Thanks. So with the, like if you haven't seen it, it's been out for like 2 weeks over that. But anyways, like unlike Batman and Superman, there was a clear winner in this movie, and the director wanted to do that because like the last time Godzilla and Kong fought was in like 1963 or something. I think it was a really long time ago.
Damn, bro.
62. I remember I watched that one like when I was like a little kid. I was like 6 or 7 when I saw it. But this one, you couldn't tell that Kong or Godzilla won the last one because like the way it ended was like Kong swam away and Godzilla just kind of like he didn't like pop up from under the water. So people are making the analogy that just like they just kind of said GG to each other and then Kong just like basically skedaddled and Godzilla swam down. But this movie there was like an actual clear winner. Like Godzilla whooped his ass pretty fucking bad. And that's I was happy to see that because like I've been like Godzilla's like my favorite. He's like my childhood hero basically. Like he's one in terms of like movies. Godzilla was like all I watched when I was a kid.
God,
And
I
and
love
just seeing like him,
Godzilla.
I love Godzilla. Dude, I have like anytime I see like a cool NECA Godzilla figure in the store, I buy it. Like I have like a Godzilla 1954 on next to my Xbox, a Shin Godzilla Atomic Breath Edition, and Godzilla Millennium, or from the 2000 movie, over there by my Xbox. So that's like the Bandai figures, was kind of cheap. Godzilla figures are expensive though. Like they're like $80 or something. So like the NECA ones are like 40. But I used to watch this stuff all the time when I was a kid. I'm completely like super into everything Godzilla. Like I know every single monster, all that, and I want them to continue doing movies after this one. It's like this movie was like supposed to be like, all right, if it does well, we might continue, but it also depends on the Toho contract because like Toho said that this was like after this movie the contract was up, so I guess they have to renew that. But I want to see more because like the way how they have Godzilla portrayed in like these movies, I kind of like it. It kind of reminds me of like the Heisei era, like from the 90s to like, or from like what was it 89 to 95, like that era mixed in with a little bit of Showa because like he's kind of like humanity's like, you know, hamburger helper person, whatever. And I don't know. I like there's so many like cool stuff they could do in the future, just with like from all like the past monsters like Biolante or Destroy especially. But I want Destroy to be like at the very end, like when they're done doing Godzilla movies, he has to be like the final person that Godzilla fights. It has to be Destroyer. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It has to be Destroyer because like in the '95 movie, he killed Godzilla, and Destroyer just literally looks like the spawn of fucking Satan. He's so fucking sick and cool how he looks. He literally killed Godzilla's son in front of him. Did you know that?
I know. I didn't.
Yeah, in the '95 movie, he killed Godzilla's son right in front of him.
Bro, I don't think I've ever. I don't, dude. I think I know like next to nothing about all this stuff.
Oh wow! So I'm just completely going on a rant, nerding out about it. My bad. But yeah, like
That's
that's like something I used to watch all the time when I was a kid, like from the VHS tapes and stuff.
yeah, that's some good shit. Fucking, I never really watched too many kaiju movies, although I enjoy them. Like, I don't know. It's like I think it's like very because it's like I feel like at least in recent history, it's not very a lot of the ones that have been made aren't very. I don't want to say very good because it's like
Mhm.
I feel like there's like a lot of issues. It's like I don't remember. Oh my god, it's been so long that I don't remember which is which. But one of the Pacific Rim movies was way better than the other, and I'm
In terms
trying to
of, like,
remember which one it was. Like more so like cinematography wise.
oh, okay. Damn, I was gonna say Godzilla vs Kong is like you need to watch that because like the cinematography in that is insane.
All right,
It's
I'll be
so
sure
real.
to watch it because I might have to watch it, right, if I'm if given the choice between Godzilla vs Kong and some of the other movies that are coming out, I'd probably pick that one. But
I'm excited for Black Widow.
I'm excited for the ninth Fast and the Furious movie.
I stopped watching that after it turned into like James Bond every
No,
other
no,
movie.
it's now all Ocean's 11 every single movie. There's
Oh my
super.
god.
At first it was first it was just racing. Then it was like undercover cops. Then it was heists. No, sorry. Then it was a drug cartel. Then it was heists. And then it was like spy shit and like fucking governmental like stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck is all of this, man? And then like so they had 8 movies. They had a like a spin-off movie, and then now they're actually like on their then I guess the quote unquote ninth one, which is technically the 10th in the series. They've had 10 movies.
I'm gonna be honest.
I can't fucking
I
imagine, dude.
I think they should have ended the series after Paul Walker passed away
I I feel like that's yeah, I feel like that's fair. That like you
because
know this the entire series itself came is based on I believe an article about speed racing. That's where or about street racing. That's where the first movie came from, an article, and now there's 10 movies.
yeah, it was cool seeing that like pop off and stuff because it was a really good movie. That first movie was super
Oh, the
good.
first movie was swag. The second movie was pretty good. I love Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Drift still holds like a place in my heart. But
Tokyo Drift, I feel like people didn't respect as much as when it came out
yeah,
up
because it was
until
like because it was a different cast, so it's like it was kind of weird, right?
well
Um,
that how
yeah,
it tied in things
and
too
then
because like
the fourth movie was shit. The fifth movie was like I want to say the last good one.
the fifth was my favorite,
The
all
fifth
time
was
favorite.
the fifth one was great. Like it was the last good one. And then like 6 went downhill, and then it just never really recovered. 7 was like, maybe it'll be better, but nah. Then after that, it was just dog shit.
The seventh movie was definitely like the Millennium out of all the Fast and Furious movies. It was so sad, so
Like,
sad. The ending, I
what do
actually
you mean by millennium? Because there's a lot of ways you can interpret it. That
he makes like sad. What's the term? Like sad boy music.
I thought you were gonna say like it was the most popular, but it shouldn't have been.
Oh, no. I like Millennium's music. He's pretty good.
That's
But
like I like his stuff. I don't. It's not like my personal like favorite like, but I understand why people like it. I feel like it's also a little bit overhyped, but like sorry,
I was
Elenium. If you're listening to like this podcast for some fucking reason, I'm sorry. Like don't take it personally. Your shit's cool.
I do like his older stuff a lot though. Like Afterlife, that was like super good. Ashes, those like older stuff. Like those are really good. I like
Yeah,
those. But like more
before he went like fucking, before he was like selling out the Staples Center type shit, you know?
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But in terms of melodic music right now, I definitely think like number one on the list, not up for debate. Once again, AU5, it's not up for debate.
AU5 is pretty swag.
He's super good. I don't know how he makes half the stuff he does, but his sound design is so clean, and like the flow in all of his songs are really really nice.
True. You know, like fucking, are there any like artists that like you haven't heard of in a while that like fucking that you want to release some more stuff?
Hardwell, Hardwell.
Didn't wait, wasn't Hardwell the one who quit?
Yeah, he quit, but when I used to like Big Room and I used to make Big Room, and like he was the one that like I used to listen to a lot for like inspiration and stuff. And like he used to be my favorite artist. So I do want to hear what he's like doing right now, because like even though I don't make Big Room and like anymore, I'm still curious to hear like what he's putting out, because I don't think he's put out anything in like since he's retired, which was like in 2018, I think.
That's usually how that works. Usually when you retire, you're done.
Well, he said in his retirement that he was going to stop DJing, but he was going to keep producing.
Oh, okay.
I thought that he was going to like keep putting out stuff, but
All right. I see you.
I think Hardwell, and then who else haven't I heard from in a while? Gemini. If you remember Gemini.
I don't.
He used to make like older. He was like in the older dubstep scene. He would make like really nice stuff. I definitely like Gemini. I want to hear some more stuff from him. Gotcha. I don't know if he's still. He's like super good. She.
Yeah.
I don't know.
To. Yeah. For me, it's like I have to look this up because I don't remember. Like I can't remember the last time something. Yeah. Okay. Last song 2019, and that was only one single in 2019. Okay. I want to hear some more shit from Ricky-san.
Yeah, I've heard that name before. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him live like 3 times. He was always like supporting some bigger artists I was seeing, but like I've listened to his shit for a while, and his shit's always like swag.
Yeah, dude. I haven't listened to him too much. Actually, let me check to see if I have before, because I usually download a lot of songs I like on my computer.
His Never Say Die shit was always like really really dope.
Speaking of Never Say Die, I'm pretty shocked about the whole Black Label thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but although it's like, at least it's not necessarily like the end of Black Label, so to speak. Like, we're still gonna hear that shit, but now like all those artists are gonna be like on main label, so which is kind of cool.
Me and Evade, we have this collab, and he wanted to send it over to Black Label, which I was looking forward to, because it sounded like it could have fit there. But now that's not going to happen, because like now with like everything going on main label, they're more than definitely like going to be a little bit more picky as to what gets put on the main label.
Gotcha. I feel that way, but I feel like they could also end up being a little more open. Because it's like there's got to be there must have been like an A&R for main label and an A&R for Black Label, right? And I doubt they're gonna like fire one of them, right? So
yeah, exactly.
They'll probably be like working together, so it might like raise the bar a little bit, but it'll also like expand, like the pool, so to speak.
And then there's also a lot of new dubstep labels coming up too.
Oh
like,
yeah,
so
there's what's it called? I mean, Halcyon isn't exactly brand new, but Halcyon is like definitely rising. Indefinite, was it that just like released? That just like
that one
dropped
like 2 days, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like that's pretty swag. I think there's like
also.
Yeah, Cyclops Recordings. There's like a lot of smaller labels that are now like starting to like grow more, like Railbreakers and Full Flex Audio, or like.
Is Railbreakers Riot Fans label?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. It sound. I thought it would. I thought it would have been just because of the name.
Yeah, I don't think they have any association though.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah, but then there's also a lot of like labels that I feel like are on the out. That like definitely are like way past their golden age. Um, like honestly, like I don't. I feel like I'm not. I haven't been keeping up to date with like Monster Cat at all.
Oh yeah, me neither.
I
I know
think
that
they kind of
Dion.
fell. Yeah. Um. Sorry.
I know that Dion Timmer still releases on there, and he still puts out really, really good music.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't released on there in a minute. I think, but like, I feel like I was talking about this with a friend the other day. It's like, uh, I feel like now they're at a point where there's so much coming out under the Monster Cat flag that it's hard to like digest it all.
Yeah,
Cause like it was like all from their launch to like first they were like putting out like one track a week, and then like I think by like 2017 they were putting out like three tracks a week, which is pretty good, or like three releases a week. So like some of them could be EPs, but that was like a pretty good amount. And then like when 2018 hit and they split into Uncaged and Instinct, was like it was cool because it's like now there was a label for the for melodic and heavy, and now there were four releases every week, which is kind of swag. But um, now you have to like for the people who liked all the melodic shit, now they have to go to a brand new like channel and stuff like that, and a brand new segment. So like all the artists releasing there didn't get a lot of traction, and like they still don't get a lot like because they were building up their following for like 8 years up until that point.
you know which label I wish would get a little bit more traction?
Which one?
Exobolt.
Oh yeah, Exobolt's swag, dude.
I wish I got like a lot more like in terms of like a subsidia name, like like that type of level. Like it was just like super more like it could get that type of exposure, because the music's on there is super fucking good.
Yeah, Exobolt, and I think Rushdown is already kind of getting there, but I feel like
Yeah.
Rushdown is like a lot of good music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been liking the wave of color bass, just mainly because like I used to go to like a bunch of shows, and that's all I listened to was like a lot of like heavy headbanger stuff, or what is it like 7 lines type of melodic stuff, like Ophelia melodic stuff, and then like being at home, like I was able to like listen to like color bass, like chill out at home listening to stuff. Like it's cool to listen to study, and it's really like it's super complex too, like how they're all like how it's all been made. I did make a VIP for Memories that came out last year. Recently, that's like future ready me color basey that I don't know if I'm putting out or not. I've been super picky on what I'm putting out. Even I don't even know what I'm putting out next. I want to put out like this like melodic dubstep thing. I don't even know, but I did try attempting it. And it was like it was like one like it's a very different approach to it than like how I tried to make stuff before. It's such a different approach. It's like super cool trying that.
Gotcha. Yeah, fucking the color bass and like future, I think is a genre that I'm really happy that it's like been growing a lot more lately. It's a stellar genre in my opinion. It's very because it's like I think now it's like also the people that are doing it, like the people at like the front lines are executing it very well. And it's not
Yeah,
like, I'm glad that it wasn't it kind of like it grew naturally rather than like, oh yeah, some bigger artist tried to make it and didn't really do a good job with it.
yeah,
Um yeah, it was very much like a natural like progression. And now like, you have like the artists that are kind of like at the forefront of it are the people that have been doing it for like not just a while, but are doing it well, like Skybreak, Sharks, Caval, people like them, Asora.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like all that shit. Huh?
Songs are super. I love Basora's music. It's super good.
Yeah, it's really good. I would love to have him on the podcast, but I don't think he likes pizza time.
That's
Yeah,
quite the shame.
yeah.
Also,
I'm
Dan
yeah.
and
I'm
he like
huh?
color bass and dubstep. I mean, sorry, she makes really good color bass and melodic dubstep. She's really good at doing both.
Who?
Dan's Demand.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Dance Man's
She's
fucking swag.
The other day in VC, um, it was me, her, and Echo Drone just chilling in there, and then me and Echo were talking about our collab with Evade, or no, my collab with Evade, and then what is it? Then Danny joined the voice chat, and then Echo was like, "Why don't you two collab?" And then Danny was like, "Yeah, do you want to collab?" And then because I've listened to her music for a fat minute, Danny's, like since Need Your Love came out last year, and it's been super like she's been super like really really good with everything she's been putting out, everything super well.
True.
And I do want to do a collab with her because she was super down to do it. But I also feel like since I'm so new to dubstep, like I only started 2 years ago. Like in terms of like that, this was like since 2 years ago. That's the 2 years when I started like learning sound design, like making all my own sounds. I only used to use presets back then, so now I had to learn sound design, then completely different form of or completely different genre of music. Um, so I still like think there's a lot of learning for me to do yet because I want to make that collab or any collab in the future sound super super good, or any song I release sounds super super good, just because I know like what direction I want to go with it. But I also know that that direction won't come yet until time passes by and I'm able to like pick up on these little stuff left and right that's gonna help me bring that.
True.
I
Yeah.
guess
Hmm?
I was just saying, like, I guess, like, if I just, like, further down the road, I'll pick up on things left and right. And then, like, eventually get really good to the point where I know what I want to do. And then, like, I'm able to have a mind open enough and do things creative enough to where, like, it'll be super interesting, Because I also haven't put out anything since last August. And I do want to put out something in May. I was supposed to put something out in February, but thanks to work, I haven't had any time at all to really finish much. So hopefully, because I won't have school either, because I'm still in school also. So I'll have school to worry about over the summer and work, and then hopefully, like I'm not going to take a lot of classes for school because it's like the summer semester. So I do want to put out some more stuff over the summer because like there's a lot of like I've shown you a bunch of stuff that I've been like doing recently.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's different than all the other stuff I released last year. Like it's still like the same direction in terms of like the melodic dubstep. So it kind of has like that little, like there's a little bit of an old school drive to it. Old school dubstep is just goated, forever will be goated. I don't see anything ever beating old school dubstep. It's just so good. And then also like that tear out kind of influence with bro step because I like bro step too. I don't know why a lot of people. I don't know why bro step gets so much hate. I like bro step a lot.
I feel like if anything, the most like shit that I've heard about bro step has been just about the name, but like, you know?
The name. When you think about it, the name's just stupid on its own. It
just
makes it seem like,
but like it makes it like it makes it feel like it has like less credit, like it deserves less credit rather.
Yeah, like I don't know. I also can't think of an alternative name for it either too. Like, Because it's also, it just, to me, it seems like that's like the most energetic form of dubstep, in my opinion. Because like there's like so much like fast paced stuff. It's not just like hitting a quarter note every like, you know, bar or whatever. It's not a quarter note. It's just like you get an eighth and then it's like it has a fucking and then it goes like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think that
Yeah.
makes sense.
No, it really didn't. I'm just agreeing with you. um. Yeah. Fucking yeah. This is the part. This is the obligatory part of the episode where I'm not sure what to talk about.
We could talk about how there was, you know, oh, I'll tell you this. Since you're telling me about your store getting robbed, I'll tell you about my store getting robbed.
Oh,
It was
swag.
funny. So I work at a home decor store, and there were like during the course of this past week, there have been 4 people that took carts full of shit and just ran out the door with it.
All right.
And like they just like how much money they steal this week in terms of merchandise. I think like I saw it on the board and I asked my manager like how much money did we lose this week based on people stealing stuff. It was like roughly about 3,000.
God,
They
dude.
stole like $3,000 worth of shit. Like I know that during was the when I worked earlier this week and I was my main position was like I was doing the cashier up front. They told me to look out for someone that was going to return 3 rugs and 3 comforters because like they stole all that. And it's funny because like they'll like take it and then just walk up to the front and none of us really we can't stop them. Like legally we can't do anything to stop them, so they just kind of walk out. All we could do is say like, hey, do you want to pay for that? They're just going to be like, no, and they just like completely avoid us and just skedaddle out of there.
That you can't do anything about that? I don't think that's that. For some reason, I don't think that's true.
Well, I mean, we could, but do we get paid enough to do it? I don't think so. So yeah,
Oh,
like if I
unfortunate.
got if they paid me a little bit more, I would be totally down. If you know legally allowed to take someone down, like to tackle them for stealing, so that I had them held down. They just call the cops. But I don't. Quite frankly, I don't get paid enough to do that. So no, thank you.
That's pretty fair.
But it's happened like 3 times this week. That's been kind of like it's been funny because like it's just there's nothing you can do about it, or there's nothing that any of us want to do about it.
Gotcha. All right.
And then I was going to ask this earlier at like when you're, do you know how to do the flip?
The flip?
Like you know when you like have the ice cream in the spoon and you like flick, you know, like the flick of the wrist, and you just like spin it in the air and it lands in a cup.
Are you talking about some fucking? Are you talking about the fucking TikTok?
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay. Look. I don't. I have no idea what the fuck people are talking about when they talk about that. But like, a lot of people apply to work at like the Cold Stone because of that TikTok, and I have no fucking like idea what it is.
It's the flick of the wrist. Like you guys just like fling your ice cream in the air and just like lands in a cup.
No.
You don't know how to do that?
No.
I think that's pretty cool. Like how people can actually do that. Like they flip ice cream in the air.
See, as much as I don't want to risk the fact that like, what if I miss, dog? Well, then like that customer that has been waiting like patiently for me to finish their fucking ice cream has just watched me drop their ice cream straight on the floor, and has to wait longer.
The poor kid in front's definitely gonna start crying.
A what?
The kid in front that's watching, like the little 7-year-old who asked his mom to get him ice cream for the day.
Dude, yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to scar a child.
I'm looking at my cheese bread and I just noticed this, but my order for the cheese bread was Order number 666 for the day.
Oh, dude, swag. God, I gotta stop like unironically saying swag.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty swag that you keep saying swag, dude.
God
It's
fucking
pretty.
damn it. All right. Well, I mean, on that note, we are reaching the end of our time.
Oh, it's already been an hour?
Yeah, it already has.
Oh, shite.
Wild. Yeah, shit goes by
That,
fast, bro.
yeah, it did go by fast. Actually, let me see how much of my pizza I ate. I think I ate like half of it. And it was like a large pizza, too, I think. Yeah,
It's
I
a
ate
lot.
half the. Do you want the
What's
rest?
I would love it if you could, yeah, send that over.
Alright, I'll try to like. I don't know. I'll put it in like a. I'll put like one slice individually in an envelope and just like send it over to you. I don't
Yeah.
think they're gonna be edible by then.
No,
Um,
I'll be fine.
it's still got like the dough and everything, so I think that's nice.
All right.
You might have some paper in it, but that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, sounds like a plan. All right. I guess since it is like the last thing, like last couple minutes here, do you wanna give do you wanna like give any like final words? Anybody listening?
Um, if you're listening to this in the morning, don't forget to take your morning shit. And if you're listening to this at night, don't forget to take a shit as well. And if you're at work and you just ate and you forgot to shit because you're at work, don't forget to take a shit then as well. If at all you just forgot to take a shit, just remember to take a shit. And bidets are better than toilet paper. Toilet paper sucks. Yeah. When you take your shits, I hope it's a good shit. Yeah. I guess that's it. Yeah.
All right, wise words. All right. Then I guess where can everybody find you? What are your links, your socials?
On Instagram and Twitter, my handle is BC underscore Bavi. That is BC, my initials, underscore the symbol Bavi, Bavi. On SoundCloud, it is soundcloud.com/official Bavi official, as in it is actually me. Bavi, Bavi, also me, on soundcloud.com. Yeah.
All
Uh,
right.
if you look up Bavi on Spotify, I'm on that too. On Apple Music, I'm on that one too. Just have to look for that symbol of the eyes with the trident in the middle. Yeah. And then I also have a OnlyFans. If I'm just kidding.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Well, on that note, thank you, Bobby, so much for coming through and sitting down and eating lunch with me.
Thanks for having me on this. It was cool. I liked doing this lunch and chill podcast. It was chill. I liked it. It was really chill and relaxing.
Glad you thought so. Well, for everybody listening, yeah, go check out Bavi. Go check out everybody, all the rest of the podcast. And I guess on that note, I will see you all in the next episode.